Hello, you're welcome to another interesting civic education class. My name is Sobahat. The theme of our lesson is civil society and popular participation, and our topic is civil society. By the end of the lesson, you should be able to explain the meaning of civil society, identify the functions of civil society, state the need for civil society, list the qualities of civil society, and state and explain the problems of civil society. Different countries all over the world have governments that is set up to ensure the smooth running of the country. There are also groups that are found in the country that also help to contribute towards the well-being of that country. These groups are independent of the government. They are known as civil society. This is what we'll be learning about in this lesson. First, what is civil society? It refers to an institution or a group of people who have the same values, interests, and goal that they embark on as an organization. They do all of this with the sole aim of making the society a better place. Civil societies consist of community groups, faith-based association, labor union, and so on. Some examples of civil society organizations in Nigeria are Christian Association of Nigeria (CAN), Academic Staff Union of Universities (ASU), Women Trafficking and Child Labor Eradication Foundation (WOTCLEF), and Nigerian Labour Congress (NLC). Now, let's learn about some qualities or features of civil society organizations. 1. Non-profit oriented. Civil society organizations are not business-oriented. Their sole aim is not to make profit, but to make the society a better place. This makes them stand out from any other kind of organization. 2. Law-abiding. Civil society organizations are law-abiding. This means that they do all of their activities within the laws of the land. They make sure that they obey and respect the laws that govern the country. 3. Autonomy. Civil society organizations are not created by the government. They are not an organ of the government. They are independent of the government. This is another feature of civil society organizations. 4. Voluntary. Membership into civil society organization is voluntary. This means that for anyone to join these organizations, there are certain criteria that they have to meet, and they also have to have the same ideas or interests that the society has. No one is forced to join any of these organizations because membership is voluntary and free, also open to members of the society. There are certain functions that civil society organizations perform. Some of them are promotion of political participation. Civil society organizations help to promote political participation by encouraging members of the society to be informed and engaged in political activities going on in the country, especially during elections and other political activities. For instance, the Christian Association of Nigeria tried to encourage Christians and other members of the country to participate fully in political and electoral activities in the country. 2. Demand for social justice. Civil society organizations help to play a vital role in demanding social justice against injustice in the country, especially against people that are vulnerable and cannot fight for themselves. For example, the Nigerian Labour Congress always put up protests and strikes to help demand for social justice in the area of fuel hike prices and increase of minimum wage for workers both in the government and private sector. The third function of civil society organization is provision of information on certain issues. Civil society organizations help to provide information on certain issues. They do this by enlightening, informing, and educating members of the society concerning trivial and important issues that are going on in the society. For example, the Women Trafficking and Child Labor Eradication Foundation (WOTCLEF) usually goes on campaigns and sensitization in the society to inform and educate people about women trafficking, child labor, and the spread of HIV/AIDS in the society. Now let's look at the final function of civil society organization, which is initiation of social change. Activities of civil society organization gear towards promoting positive social change in the society. They do this by constructively suggesting positive policies that is going to be of good to the members of the society. For example, the Value Female Network, an NGO in partnership with another NGO called the Sherry Care Foundation, are working really hard to bring a stop or reduce the rate of female genital mutilation. They do this by going on campaigns and sensitization in a bid to reduce and possibly stop the act of female genital mutilation. There's a need for civil society organization in any society, just as we've seen their features and their functions. Some of these needs are: 1. They help provide a link between the government and the members of the society. Secondly, they give support to members of the society in aspect of political participation, protection of human rights, and social justice. Thirdly, they help to educate, inform, and enlighten members of the society concerning vital issues that affect them as citizens. And finally, they serve as a check on the government in aspect of their policies, activities, and excesses. Even as civil society organizations have their strengths, they also have some weaknesses. Now let's take a look at some problems of civil society organization. 1. Funding. Most civil society organizations have the issue of funding. This is because they are not business-oriented. They are usually funded through charity and donations, and all of these don't come as often as they want. All of these has hindered them as an organization to meet their aims and objectives. 2. Unhealthy competition. A lot of civil society organizations get into unhealthy competitions between themselves, especially for funding from other organizations. This has led to conflicts and a lot of problems within the civil society organizations, and has also hindered them from meeting up with their activities as an organization. 3. Lack of discipline. Most civil society organizations lack the discipline to adhere to their set goals and objectives as an organization. This has made them to deviate from what they had initially planned to do as an organization, and they get into other aspects of the society that they did not even bargain for at the inception of the organization. And finally, corruption. Some civil society organizations may misappropriate funds that are given to them as an organization. This can happen through leaders of these organizations using those funds for personal use or using the funds for something else that those funds were not meant for. All of these problems has defeated the sole aim of civil society organizations, and this can affect the society as a whole, indirectly or directly. Now that we've come to the end of the lesson, let's take a quick summary on all that we've learned so far. We learned that civil society refers to institutions and groups of people who have common purposes, interests, and values which they pursue with the sole aim of making the society a better place. We also learned that some functions of civil society organizations are promotion of political participation and initiation of social change. Furthermore, we learned that some unique features and qualities of civil society organizations are: they are non-profit oriented and they are law-abiding. We also learned that some reasons civil society organizations are needed in any country include giving support to citizens in the aspect of political participation, protection of human rights, and social justice. Finally, we learned that some problems and weaknesses of civil society organizations are funding and unhealthy competition. Let's take a few questions to test our knowledge on all that we've learned. Question 1. Which of the following explains the meaning of civil society? A. A set of organizations that oppose the government. B. A set of organizations that have a common interest and goal. C. A set of secret organizations that is made up of civil people. The correct answer is B. A set of organizations that have a common interest and goal. Question 2. Which of the following is a function of civil society groups? A. Promotion of social injustice. B. Promotion of negative social change. C. Promotion of political participation. The correct answer is C. Promotion of political participation. I hope by now you can explain the meaning of civil society and list some qualities of civil society. Thanks for being part of my class. See you next time.